I believe that actually you've all got these attributes already. I think the problem is the conventional way of providing an education for you doesn't pull them to the surface. So there's a lot of value of sitting in a seminar room and learning about theories and having those conversations, and I think that's great. But I don't think it necessarily gives you the space where you're able to perform those attributes in a way that does testament to you. And because of that, you're not able to further develop them. So that's the second thing we hope that emerges. We give you a platform to go and be brilliant, essentially. And because you're able to go and be brilliant, you become more brilliant. And then what we do is capture that in your final assessment. So what we want to do is build assessments around what you've done, which allow us to capture that you've got a sophisticated understanding of education and you've got these capacities to be brilliant. For the 15 credit students, your assessments will always be something that communicates what was exciting about the project that you did. So this year, I think pretty much all of you will be asked to create something like a film or a narrated podcast. The point of that is you end up with an artefact that is meaningful. So when you come to apply for jobs later on, when you come to apply for PGCEs and things like that, it sticks there in your portfolio. You know, I'm a credible education candidate, look at the stuff I've achieved. Those of you who are doing 30 credit versions will then also do a second assessment, which essentially asks you to capture context much more. So it's a much more kind of theoretically encompassing bit of work. You are expected to spend the number of hours associated with the size of your unit on projects. And that's really simple. If you're doing a 15 credit unit, you need to spend 15 EdLab hours. If you're doing a 30 credit unit, you need to spend 30 EdLab hours. Okay, nice and simple. This causes all sorts of anxiety for people about what counts as an hour. And the booklet tries to capture that for you. Your EdLab hours consist of preparatory work and they consist of your actual outreach, putting things into practice work. And if you look at your EdLab handbook, what you'll find is for each of the projects that we're intending to run this year, there is a tariff associated with it. It's this number of hours doing preparatory work, and it's this number of hours doing outreach work. Now that's the directed time. As with any other unit, you're expected to work independently around that and support, and you'll do a lot of work, working on your own or working with partners or groups to flesh these things out. That's your directed time. We ask you to spend your hours by aligning yourself to one or more of these projects. And if you look at the booklet, what you'll see is they have a difference between a core contributor and a supporting contributor. And all that means is the people who are the core contributors are your core team working on that project. You will be doing the creative work, you'll be doing the planning, you'll be doing the resourcing with support from a tutor. Your supporting contributors are then the people who are available when you come to do outreach work to help. And I've intentionally arranged the tariffs so that actually what you need to do is a mix of probably one for your 15 credit people, one of the core projects, and then a few supporting. So what you'll do is you'll have your kind of one thing that's what you're going to throw a load of energy in, but actually I'm quite interested in this one, this one, and this one, and we'll just call on you when we're doing an outreach thing to come and support.